Demons, demons. Come on, demons.
Like, yeah. You want us to
Let's get the
separate?
demons.
Yeah, let's stand over here.
I'll stand over here in the dark.
Hi, hello, welcome back, and if you are new here, welcome. Today, we will be watching Kallmekris, Celinaspookyboo, and they will be doing a collaboration with none other than Oompaville. And today, they will be investigating Chris's haunted home. Let's be honest, I feel like we all need to watch the introduction together because that was just Emmy award winning.
Oh, yeah, that's me. For Christina? Yeah, that's me.
Both girls give a quick history lesson of what has happened in the past, in like the past history, what has happened on the land, like around the home, just to kind of see maybe a preface of what has been happening or why things have been happening.
I'm Kallmekris.
And I'm Celinaspookyboo.
And welcome back to another spooky AF production.
We're throwing you in balls deep right to start right here.
Yeah, we really are.
So you've done this?
I mean, yeah. I guess so. Yeah. I've done a couple ghost videos.
Yeah, you have. That's true.
Ghost related videos.
Has it ever worked for you?
Ain't shit.
Okay.
You heard it straight from Oompaville, aka Caleb, that he has done this method before and he hasn't heard shit. He hasn't heard nothing that he could really decipher. I feel like this is why he's more on the skeptic side, because nothing has really shown him otherwise.
Mm-hmm. It will go off. So you turn it on, you hit 3 times.
It has to be like this close to go off though.
Yeah, it's pretty
Can I hold it?
Yeah, of course.
Immediately, he goes into Inspect the REM pod. You can see his little eyes, like little daggers. Okay, what is this? He immediately wants to hold it and see what's going on. And I honestly love this. If you don't know who Oompaville is, he basically is he's going to be himself in this video. So just keep that in mind. I feel like it's very refreshing that he's basically going to be the skeptic of the group, whilst we have Chris and Selena, who are full-on believers. They have definitely done a bunch of investigations, seen, heard, all that type of stuff, right?
That's how it works.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's like a theremin. Theremin.
It's very much like the theremin.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Stroke it up
pretty cool.
like that.
There you go. Stroke it.
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody here with us? And if so,
Balls.
that's perfect. So it's a guy.
Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe. I don't know.
I feel like I do have to mention that we kind of saw the headphones that Caleb is wearing, and you can see that there's a little hole right there, so maybe he can hear things. But I do want to say that he doesn't really answer the questions to their liking. He is honest, even though he can most likely hear. As you can see, the headphones are a little too high, so they're not really covering his full-on ears, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, is that something that you remember?
On the land.
On the land.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Okay.
Are you a man or a woman?
After a few seconds, thank God, Oompaville fixes the headphones because they were not fully covering his ears, so he could have probably heard a few things.
I heard something in Spanish.
Okay. Okay.
Look at me there.
See. There are a lot of Spanish people here.
Yeah.
Did I see you out in the field one night? Because I swore I saw somebody out there, man. And so did Caleb. And he went out there with a gun to investigate one night. Was that you?
12.
I don't know what that means, but I just got chills.
Yeah. Are you human?
Is there 12 of them?
Right.
Or is it 12 years old?
12.
They kind of make sense, maybe.
Out
Because
frolicking?
was one thing that I saw.
So this is kind of a trend that I have been seeing when people are doing the SF method. Maybe they're using any type of equipment. Something gets spit out, any type of word, and they're immediately trying to make some type of correlation, whereas they're trying to make assumptions, this and that. Maybe it means this, maybe it means that. But that just, in a way, it's kind of you creating the narrative of what you think and what you believe is what they are trying to tell you. If you ask a certain question and it does not answer your specific question, you cannot take that as factual. You really have to just, okay, next question, because how are you going to start making correlations if that's not even what you asked, you know?
What period in time are you?
Plaque. Cross timber.
Cross timber. Cross timber is that's a building in Erath County, like not far.
So it connects.
Yeah.
So it connects. Yeah.
And then plaque. That could be anything. The history goes on plaques.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
there's like a
Somebody
museum
around
near
here,
there as
right?
well. I think you're gonna watch this back and it's gonna be really strange.
I don't know about that. It sounded like I was listening to the really shitty radio.
Gotta love Oompa's honesty. Not much was really interpreted in the Estes method, at least to me. So they wrap up the Estes method. At least for me, I didn't think anything was really shown that was showing paranormal evidence, right? But they wrap up their final thoughts and they end up going into the woods where Chris thought it would be a good idea to build a shrine. So let's see what happens.
Here we got more. Scream.
Okay, Chris, you
No, that's
Wait,
kind
I'm
of
scared.
scary.
I don't want to be over there. Wait, that's actually really
That's a really creepy lineup, though, if you think about
I
it.
was gonna run away and scream as a joke.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Do you know what Chris is gonna do before she does it?
This thing's a
I just
comedy
shit
predictor.
myself.
Where are the demons at? Where are the demons at?
They're using the Alice box, and clearly Caleb is definitely getting some answers from there. Seems to think everything is comedic. I don't even blame him. A lot of things that is spitting out, I feel like he is saying that it doesn't really have any correlation, and he's not really trying to assume or connect the dots. He's just taking it as is. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't correlate to what he has, he doesn't believe it.
Show us the demons.
No,
Who's the demon?
do not show
Bring the demons out.
Demons
Bring the
are
demons
great.
out.
No, we don't.
Let's
do
get
that.
some demons. Divide. It's me trying to divide us. Yeah.
Okay.
Demons,
separate a little
demons.
bit.
Come on, demons.
Like, yeah. You want us to
Let's get the
separate?
demons.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
just
separate.
stand over
Here,
here.
I'll stand over here in the dark.
Caleb starts calling out for any demon, any single demon that wants to speak to them or speak to him. He even goes off to the side a little bit because the girls are scared. They have done so many paranormal investigations that they feel like they shouldn't mess with demons. They are okay with spirits, but when it comes to demons, they are a little bit more careful. Caleb could care less. He wants to speak to a demon. I feel like he really wants that proof. A lot of us want that, like 100% factual proof. So he goes off to the side a little bit, takes the Alex box equipment with him, and tries to communicate with demons. Let's see what happens.
Mirror. Oh no, that's not good. That's like portals and like mirror.
Say something about demons.
It said mirror and lash.
Okay, mirror,
hate
you know,
this.
at night, you don't look into mirrors, you don't play those games. I feel like in the thing before, I feel like there's two different entities here, like something that's good and something that's bad. And I feel like there's two different voices that are playing in here, like the one telling us to divide.
Yeah.
Because they know him calling on demons isn't safe.
I know.
Because that's why the things are things, so they want us to separate.
Yeah. He thinks it's funny. It's not funny.
Who, me?
Rest assured, there are no demons that end up popping up in this video, so do not worry. Rest assured, if you're really worried about anything like that, no demons come up. See, I'm very torn because I do enjoy watching Selena and Chris and Oompaville for different reasons, right? But I feel like I'm more on Oompa's side, or I keep calling him Oompa. I'm more on Caleb's side where I do feel like we have to take things at face value. Not everything means something. So as we all saw, Caleb has been trying to conjure up some demons and nothing has happened as of yet. So what they end up doing is going to another little location on the same property to investigate further and see if maybe they can make some type of contact, maybe find some paranormal evidence somewhere else. So let's follow along and let's see what happens now.
Right now we are on the property, but at a different house, at his house. And there is a bunker on the property. It is a storm bunker? Or is it
It's a watershed.
just a watershed?
Yeah, it's a yeah.
Storm bunker sounds better.
It's not a storm bunker though. Oh my god.
There's so many spiders, I don't like it.
There's the largest black widow I've ever seen in my life down
There's
here.
so many on this wall.
Really?
I don't like it.
Those are all mites. You'll be alright.
Where's the Black Widow?
He's right over here in the corner. You'll be fine.
Oh my god.
I just love how Caleb is casually just pointing the gun with the flashlight at everything in the corner. Like that's Oompa for you.
So we're gonna draw straws, and we're gonna see who's gonna be left down here alone with probably an
Volunteer
Alice
tribute.
box. Okay, great.
Lena and Chris end up leaving Oompaville because he volunteered as tribute to go by himself and be the first one to go down there. So hey, he ends up going down there. They let him choose from many devices if he wants to take something down there with him and see what happens, see what he hears. Keep in mind it is a watershed, not a bunker, so I believe it is not soundproof.
Do you want to go down there with the Alice box?
Which one can I use to talk to demons
The Alice box?
specifically?
I mean, all of them.
There's
I
the yes
highly
and no.
recommend you don't do that.
There's the ovulus. This is yes and no.
Ovulus is good. Let's do the Ovulus stuff.
You look amazing in this wind. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Put the paranormal aside. Chris does look amazing. She reminds me of like a Kim Possible. You know, she's giving that vibe, So both beautiful ladies.
I think this is pretty funny, to be honest with you guys. I think this is pretty funny. Is there a demon here? It said yes.
But after he's in there, I think we're gonna put Selena in there so she could really connect with what's happening right now, because I'm scared.
Oh, it said no. Is there a spirit here? No. Wait, yes? I don't understand.
I love how they're casually kind of talking shit. And Caleb is down there and he can hear the whole thing. If you notice, when they're panning the camera back and forth and when it's on Caleb, you can hear them in the background the whole time. So it's like, you would think maybe step away a little bit. Maybe no equipment is interfering with the equipment he is using, right? But no, they're right outside the watershed, right there, and you can hear their conversations. I feel like it's not allowing him to really just zone in on what he's trying to do or try and make contact with the demons, you know?
I can hear them so perfectly. It's really pulling out my immersion. Am I immersed? Am I immersed right now? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Okay.
Game theory. If
What?
someone like Caleb is so shut off to this stuff and very scientifically proven mindset,
Probably can't attach to him.
He's very intellectual.
Are we in a bit of a situation in this planet where maybe those things won't bother him because he's not opening himself up to them?
Yeah,
Could
but
attach to you.
He's a f***ing rock, dude.
Then I wouldn't worry about him.
He's a rock.
I'd worry about who's around him.
Selena and Chris are outside there with Adam, right? And the camera guy, Jay. And they're talking about demons nonstop, saying that they're really worried for Caleb. Caleb is in there nonchalant. He could care less. There are no demons. No demon at this point has made his presence known. I understand that like the paranormal can be very scary and spooky and this and that. But for them, they're really pushing the narrative of like demons, demon this, demon that. It could get attached to him. But as of right now, I feel like we have not seen anything that can really prove that there is a demon in the room with us.
I'm curious if something like, it may not be attached to him, but something that's following him. Because if he's called upon something, there's probably something, and I'm really interested to see with this infinity deck if something actually is.
Okay. So now they're claiming that maybe something or like a demon is or something, demon, spirit, entity, whatever it is now following him. That's what Selena's intuition is telling her now. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch. I feel like we have not had any real paranormal answers or evidence that has proven or like shown the path that that maybe something or someone is following Caleb. I feel like now they're just trying to like create this narrative of like something is following Caleb. We need to be careful about him. We need to be careful and watch over him and protect him.
Are you a demon, or are you a ghost, or a spirit, or a box? Are you a box? Are you a box right now? Are you in the form of a box like Schrodinger's cat? Are you in a box? Are you Maxwell? Fell. There's steps right over there, so maybe I should do the whole like 20 questions thing.
So I found it interesting that Caleb has now asked multiple questions, a lot of like yes or no type of questions, to really give the ghost, entity, demon, whatever it is, a chance to speak their truth, maybe say yes or no. And each question that he has asked, he gets a random word that just gets spit out. Nothing is really tied to the question that he is asking. So keep that in mind.
Okay, we're ready.
So I feel like I have to mention this. They keep mentioning that the camera was glitching a lot when Caleb was down there by himself, glitching nonstop. We noticed it on our end. And then when Selena goes in there, apparently there was no glitching at all. That could just be like some type of camera malfunction. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes you have technical difficulties. So I feel like we can't just go straight into, oh, this is weird, this is odd, maybe it's paranormal. You know, maybe it's just something technical. Not a big issue, not a big deal.
Okay. I brought the Alice box, but I'm gonna try to just tap into things the way that I tap into things.
Right, so keep in mind, like they said, that Selena is actually a medium, a psychic, so she maybe has a stronger intuition, allegedly, to the spirits, anything around that is paranormal. Keep that in mind. It is now her turn to go down there by herself. I believe she takes the Alice box with her as well to see if any contact can be made. Maybe she talks to demons. We'll see.
Okay, I do see the original house.
Father.
Okay. I do family. 2 girls, mom, dad. There was a son a lot older than the girls and he passed away. I can see him in the fields. I know we've seen a lot of things tonight. Heard a lot of things, a lot of words from the Alice box, got a lot of feelings, learned a lot about Caleb. And the things that he might have played with when he was younger. And I know he has really high energy and I don't think that maybe you are attached. But is there something that does follow Caleb? All that I'm picking up from this land is it's not bad energy down here. What I see is the house, and I see a family. I see like a mom chasing 2 girls, and dad in the kitchen, and that there was a son first, way before the girls, who passed away of sickness. And then there was a long break because of the mother But it's nothing, it's just memories. It's not entities, it's not spirits. It's just residual energy of what had happened here.
She claims to be seeing a family, a father that ends up getting sick, a mother.
Core.
Attached to his core. A part of him. I know I played with things when I was younger too. Is this the same level, same kind of things? I think it was interesting back at the house that we had heard Bauer, what we had learned there. Is there any connection? What also was interesting is how cold it was down here during the day.
Lark.
That's another name to remember. Lark.
Memory.
Memory. Jog his memory. We have to jog his memory on the name of who he spoke to.
This is how they end part 1. Essentially, Selena is still in the watershed, talking to spirits, entities, demons, whatever you want to call it. Where to me, it's interesting that Caleb was down there for the same amount of time, had about the same equipment, and nothing happened. Nothing really happened. He was asking questions and nothing was really correlating with the answers that he was given back. But then Selena goes in there and all of a sudden she's getting everything back, a lot of answers back. See, this is the issue. I feel like it's very interesting that she was getting a lot of words getting spit out and she starts to correlate things, this and that. Jog his memory. She starts, adding 2 and 2 and then adding and correlating and then creating the narrative, like I said earlier. I feel like they're really trying to press and push that something is following Caleb. As of right now, the end of part 1, we have not seen any evidence that really portrays or shows that this has happened or that something is really following Caleb. Lena and Chris are kind of seeing and correlating, and they do believe that paranormal things are happening, being said. They're starting to really try and see the story or what's going on here. Is this house haunted? Whereas Caleb has been trying a lot of different methods, giving this ghost entity a lot of chances to speak or show that he is there with them, and not much has happened. So I think it's very odd. And the part 1 claiming that something is following Caleb and that they need to jog his memory to find out who it is or what they want or what's going on. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch, at least in my eyes. That was the end of part 1, and I will mention that there is a part 2. I believe it is on Selena's YouTube channel. My final thoughts, at least for part 1, where Selena, Chris, and Caleb go and investigate. I feel like it was an easy watch for sure. I've definitely seen other channels where it's a hard watch, but at least for this one, it was a very easy watch. It was very interesting, and I feel like having kind of a skeptic on board was also refreshing. Caleb was such a good sport. He was open and honest to trying any single equipment that they showed him. He was open to it. He tried his best. He gave all these demons and spirits their opportunity to show themselves to him. Specifically, he was calling on demons nonstop the entire video and nothing had happened, but he was such a good sport. He kept trying, nothing happened. Whereas Selena and Chris were just misinterpreting everything. It's really up to you if you believe or you don't believe. But I did not mind watching the video. It was actually very interesting and fun because I already love watching Caleb on his channel Oompaville, and I love watching the girls separately. So putting them all together, it was very interesting to have a skeptic on board. But I will say that it's kind of, at least for me in my opinion, it was kind of a stretch to try and end the video saying that, hey, something is following Caleb and we need to jog his memory and find out the truth of why they are doing this. Caleb himself didn't even seem to be on board with this idea, but seems like they're taking it and running with it. I will link down all their channels, Caleb, Selena, and Chris, down below if you guys want to go check them out. So yeah, please let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of the video? What did you think about all the thoughts and the interpretations that were happening in the video? Please let me know. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know your thoughts down below. Bye.